can promise you now, this love that I feel for you always will be. You're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. As sure as I live, this love that I give is gonna be yours on the day that I die. Oh baby, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men, if you wonder how long I'll be faithful, I'll be happy to tell you again. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. They say time takes its toll on the body. They say young girls' brown hair turn gray. But honey, I don't care. I ain't in love with your hair. If it all fell out, well, I love you anyway. They say time can play tricks on the memory. They make me forget things they do. It's easy to see. It's happened to me. I've already forgotten every woman but you. Oh, darling, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men, if you wonder how long I'll be faithful, just listen to how this song ends. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, amen.
I've got a brief history here, and I'll try to run through it. It's only a page or two there. Merville was the only son born to Bedford and Frances Allen in Bayfield in 1916. His father died when he was quite young, and when his mother moved to the United States to find work, Merville went to live with Tuttle and Ida Trenholm. As Tuttle was a farmer, Merville spent much of his time, or his younger days, working around the farm. And after completing school, Merville stayed on with Mum and Pop Trenholm, working on the farm and also around the woods. It was during this time that Merville won recognition as a grain producer and also won a trip to Toronto to what is now known as the Royal Winter Fair. Hazel was born to Gessler and Lillian McGlash in Cape Spear in 1920. She went to school until grade 7, but with the tough economic times of the early 30s, she was forced to leave school and go to work as a housekeeper for Harris Spence. During these times, there wasn't a whole lot to do for entertainment. The dances were held in the local halls and in private homes. It wasn't long before Merville and Hazel met at one of these dances. According to what Merville says, it was quite a bit of time spent out behind the hall as well as This is what I'm told, anyway. Thus the courtship began. Merville and Hazel went together for about a year and were married by Reverend Forbes at the Bayfield Manse on July 21st, 1937. After getting married, they lived with Mom and Papa Trenum and started to build a house across the lane. By the time they'd moved in 1938, they had their first child, Meredith. It was about this time that Merville began to work as a fisherman's helper with a number of the local fishermen. He fished in the summer, worked in the woods in the winter, and every spring there was a new baby. Merville bought his first fishing outfit with Harold Dean in 1941. Soon the house that Merville and Hazel had built was too small, and in 1947 they moved into a new home that they had purchased from Rennie Peacock. They lived there and the family continued to grow. In 1959, the house that they had moved into in 41, I guess, no, 47, it burned, and they were forced to build a new home where they still live today. The last of the 13 children was born in 1961. Hazel has been a busy housewife, good cook, lodge member, avid quilter, and I understand quite a bingo player. Merville fished for 40 years until 1981, bought lobsters in Cape Breton for 30 years until 1982, and has been a lodge member for, I understand, 38 years. Together they have 11 surviving children, 29 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. This, I guess, summarizes us up to date. At this time, I would like for everybody to stand and raise a toast with me to our special guest of honor. To Merville and Hazel.
Sherman,